Welcome to Eyes Closed. This experience is here to take you each week into the energy world and let you feel it, sense it, and experience it for yourself. My name is Capucine. I'm a Reiki Master Teacher, and I'm teaching energy and delivering energy sessions each week in my premium content. I also teach Reiki each month. All the informations are down in the show notes. Thank you for joining me this week. And trust within where you will be going is a new dimension of yours. And I'm excited to be the one taking you there. Thank you. Today we welcome the Healing Paige. I'm so happy to welcome her here. The Healing Paige is a wonderful reader, a tarot reader. She also does group energy healing, and she's here to speak about her work, her journey towards consciousness, and how it is still helping her and guiding her towards discovering more of her abilities, her tools, in order to help each and every one of us to find clarity and connection with all the parts of ourselves. Okay, good. So, should I start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Welcome, Paige, to Eyes Closed. Welcome to another episode, and this is Paige. So, I'm going to do that again. That was a little bit like, oh. Welcome to Eyes Closed, Paige. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your energy, for your presence, and for your gifts to be witnessed in this episode.
Thank you, Capucine. Yeah, it's an honor to be here. Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Paige. Or you know me as the Healing Paige, if you know me on Twitter or Instagram. So for those who are not familiar with my work yet, I am an intuitive energy healer. Mainly I work with tarot, and I'm still expanding. Currently, I just had my Reiki attunement, and I'm incorporating that into my work as well. So it's nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for your work, for your energy again, because it's so beautiful to witness it and to see your work, every day. So thank you. So I want to start with, how did your consciousness journey start? How did you get out of the matrix and, realize spirituality, or just, the fact that world is different?
Yeah. Okay. It started as a love story. Very complicated one. Okay. So, I'm writing everything onto my website. So I haven't launched it yet. So look out for that. But yes, long story short, I met the guy who I thought was my twin flame. I know.
That's okay.
Yeah. Everyone was, back then everyone was a divine family now out there on the YouTube community especially. So yeah, I thought he was the one, and he was not the one, and I had my heart broken. I don't want to use that, but it's kind of a very painful journey for that part, where I had friends who betrayed me, and then I found out he's not the one. And yeah, I had my first spiritual teacher. I met my first spiritual teacher over there as well, and she taught me a lot. But in the end, I also stopped following her because I don't resonate with her anymore. So that is a complicated story.
I hope your heart is feeling better right now.
It is.
Yeah? Okay.
Cutting them off is kind of like one of the best thing I ever do. I realize, like, I don't want to be so rude about that, but sometimes when you have a relationship that is not quite good for you, it's better to let them go. That's just what I realize.
Exactly. So can you tell us how this heartbreak took you to the matrix, and how did you face it, the fact that the world is different, the things mean different things. We are not inside of the magics. How did you experience that?
I first started when I was trying to get away from this heartbreak. Like I was trying to find a way to escape it. So I came across this book because I was listening to some other people talking on the YouTube that came about the power of now. And I started reading the book. And I was like, wow, my mind blown. Yeah, and then I start to realize there's more to life than just chasing, the material stuff, chasing the affections from others. Like, in fact, we should give affection to ourselves. Yeah, so that's where I started. And then I look into shadow work is where I start shadow work and inner child work. And of course, because I was on the YouTube with the twin flame community, and I started to look into tarot, and yeah, that led me to here. I mean,
How many years ago was it?
that was, I think, when I first started consciously knowing that, learning about the power of now. It was like March last year.
Okay.
I think there was a lot of people started awakening too.
So good. So good. Yes. So I want to ask you, where are you now in your conscious journey? Because now you've actually transformed yourself, and now your work is about reaching consciousness and asking the questions and chit-chatting with your shadow, with your guides, I've seen your website and all the things that you offer, and I really love it. And I love it in the way that you make it so human. It's like, let's have a chit-chat, or let's have coffee. Like, this is how you call it. And I love it because it's really like what we need. So thank you for the way that you do it. But where are you now that this is your work and this is, what you do every day? How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?
Okay, so far, I'm still learning, I have to say. What I find out about this spiritual journey is a very long one. I think I would never stop learning. It's like every day there's something new that comes in, and it's like, oh, I think this is, something that worth looking into, and I start looking into it. Yeah, so where am I? I keep on thinking about this question, and I was like, I still don't quite know. I have a lot of things like laid in front of me that I still don't know.
Yes. What are you kind of planning to explore next? If we talked about tarot or the Akashic records, is there something that you want to discover next? Do you have an idea?
Okay, now I'm learning Reiki. Then moving forward, or I have been practicing as well, to do the Akashic record to assess it. I mean, I assess it myself. But I want to take it further. Yeah.
So good. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited too.
Do you know about your starseed origin? The fact that we come from other planets, that our soul come from other planets? Do you want to talk about this?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. The Stasi origins, from what I learned, is from my Akashic session with others. So it was very weird. Okay, because I have learned about Starseed like about May last year. I learned about it. I kind of like, that's interesting, but I put it aside. But it came to June this year. I think not June, it's May. About the Gemini season started, and I was seized by the urge to find out my starseed origin. Because I was like, I need to look it up. How did I look it up? And I was like, and I came across the Akashic records, and yeah, I found out that I can book someone to read for me, and then I found out that I was from Andromeda galaxy. Yeah, it's the other galaxy. Um, yeah, I was told that I was an elemental soul from the Andromedan galaxy who came here because I was, I was trying to, there was a birth of the Milky Way galaxy, and then I was moving it over to this space, separating it from the Andromeda, and then I came here and I got stuck here.
Oh God.
So
We
yeah,
have to help you.
then my soul got stuck here, and then and then I decided to help this galaxy to grow as well. So maybe it's the grand plan. I don't even know.
How do you feel about this information? How do you feel when people tell you this is your thing? Do you feel like it's your past? Does it connect with you? Like, oh yeah, I know actually. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I do feel like part of me know that that's true. It's just they always, like, growing up, I never really fit in to the society. But maybe that's because, most of us, I believe, we have the same story. Like, we don't fit in to this society. Yeah, and then it's just something more to it. I keep on always, like, feeling that there's something more to it. So when I hear this story, I was like, that kind of makes sense. Like, if I'm not from this galaxy, yeah, so no wonder I don't feel belong here. Yeah.
Well, you belong
But
with us, with the community that we created.
yeah, I feel more belong here with this spiritual community now, in compared to, the past. So I feel very blessed to have all of you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. I also feel like I don't fit in, so I'm very happy about this potential, this possibility, this door that lets us connect with other people's hearts. And I'm so happy that I'm discussing about it with you right now. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, feel very blessed about this. Like,
Jumping into understanding we are rooted to something like the starseed. Do you
mm,
work with your ancestors when you are doing your work with others?
okay. Currently, I'm still exploring. Because for ancestors, if I'm talking about my family ancestor, I don't really know them. Yeah. But I did ever have some points of me when I'm meditating, I saw visions, or when I saw Andromedans, they have this golden aura to them. That was what the community said they do. They have this golden aura. So whenever I meditate, sometimes I see the golden aura comes in, and I was like, wow, who are you?
So good.
I never knew who they are. Yeah, I never know who they are, but they comes in, and then I will just, like, sit with them and feel accepted. That is actually a very good feeling to it.
So good. Do you work with your past lives as well?
Past life, I saw my past life once in one of the vision, but other than that, I don't think I see them much. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you want to talk more about Andromedan? Because I'm so curious, and I met an Ooh, come on. I met an Andromedan in April, and it was so beautiful because I usually channel them, but this time it was like he was next to me, and the energy felt so easy, you know. When I meet other beings, they are definite and it's something else, but this one felt like it was like me. That's why I was feeling like I must be from Andromeda, and the energy of them was feeling like home, so light. It's just they're not trying to disrupt you, they are just touching you in a specific way. And I talked with him and it was beautiful. We talked about healing and talking with the hands and like making movements and a lot of different things. But I want to know about you. Like, when do you meditate with them? Are they communicating with you, or did you learn something from them? Like, whatever you want to share.
So far, when I have them seeing the aura and all that, they are just being there, and there's just the feeling of it. I can't really place, but it feels like, yeah, like you say, it feels at home, feels like you belong, feel like you are accepted. Yeah, I do know that they are quite, how to say, they are quite good in healing. Yeah, they're very good at healing, and they actually have this school back there as well. That's what I learned, that they have school for healing back there, and they want to share the healing with the human, but not a lot of them are here on the earth. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what yeah.
I just want to know everything about them. I'm planning to do just a lot of this kind of research, and I love talking with different people who have connections about Andromeda. So all of them are
Mm,
healers,
yes.
and all of them are feeling instead of maybe hearing or stuff. It's all about feeling first. And once you've had the clear sentience of feeling different emotions when you heal and everything, then you can have the visions and the hearing and stuff. So because you already have the visions, I'm guessing that you already have the feeling and all those things. So
Yeah,
yeah,
feeling
so
is a
good.
big part. Yeah, they don't do words a lot, from what I've heard. Yeah.
Mm, so good. So next question. Next way. Ooh, come on. Next question. what keep what keeps you in line to grow and continue? How do as humans, we are always kind of going back to the frequency of being human. So how do you keep on being conscious and growing and awakening? What is the thing that helps you?
I think for me, because I'm a Capricorn, Sun and Stellium, I will keep
Yes.
working and working and working on all my crafts. And I think really, um, like, what really keeps me grounded. For me, I have to work on getting grounded instead. Is to take a rest, to take a break. Yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe a lot of Capricorn out there also feel the same, that we keep on working on ourselves, on our craft, on pushing ourselves to be better. Yeah, and take a break. I think that is something that I need from now and then. Yeah, and do something like craft. For me is always the handicrafts. So to ground it back to myself, to know where I am, instead of, sometimes we're trying to rush forward too fast and we lost our way. So
Mm,
I think that's quite important. Mm.
that's beautiful. Beautiful. Do you want to tell us about your work a little bit more? I feel like we only talked about it a little, but do you want to talk about, you know, um, your tarot, your offers? What can people get from you and receive from you?
Okay, about my tarot. Okay, I didn't start that long. I have to be honest, I didn't start that long. I actually started reading for a long time for myself, for my close friends. But I didn't thought of charging for it. And then one day, one of the friend I know from Instagram, she was just like, go for it, just try and see where it leads you. And I decided to take a leap and started with my chit-chat with shadows, chit-chat with your shadows, and coffee time with the shadows. I didn't expect the response. I got a lot of response, and I was like, literally, I was exhausted doing that. Yeah, that's what I would do. Often, like, I would exhaust myself doing something. So, okay, for that, currently I'm offering the general reading, what I call them. Is the chit chat series. Chit chat with your shadows, your inner child. I have some that's the self love language, learning the self love language, and also chit chat with your higher self. So these four, for me, when I when I came up with them, is something that if someone want to try, but not quite sure where they can start, they can start with this, the simpler ones, the tarot. And then moving on from that is the coffee time with your shadow, with your playtime with your inner child. This is the bigger one, bigger package. This one is very in depth. For those who are, I think both should be for those who are serious about doing this, but like you want to invest more, then you get the bigger package. Yeah, that one goes very in depth, and I will ask depends on the topic, like shadows or inner child. I will ask more in depth question, like when this started and how can we look into healing, how can I look into incorporating you back. I'm integrating back with the shadows and the inner child is a very important thing. That's what I feel. Yeah, I feel so much better once I start to listen to my inner child, what she wants, and start to provide for her. It is, I don't even know how to describe the feeling. It's so good. Like you just feel so much happier, so much complete. Yeah, and you don't feel like seeking for affection and validation from outside once you started with the work. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So all of those are with tarot, and do we meet you on video, on a call, or is it written? How does it work?
Okay. Back I think few months back I was still doing the PDF format, and it takes a long time to write. So I am now slowly switching them to a live session. So like talking to you one on one, and I pull cards right away and explain to you. Yeah, I'm still working on that. And if the person, because I'm staying in Singapore right now, yeah, I think the time difference is a bit hard to catch, for the live reading. So I'm also offering a video. No, I think it's a voice recording section for those who can't make it. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind video as well.
That's so good. So good. You're growing. Where do you want to grow? Like, do you have ideas about where you want your business to look like in a few months, in a few years?
In a few months, because I'm moving, so I can't really sure where it goes in a few months, but hopefully a few years down the road, I will have my own space to meet client face to face and do them in front of them and do a healing as well, Reiki healing in person. It'll be very beautiful, I think so.
So good. I'm wishing you all the best. I'm wishing you all your wishes to become reality, and thank you for your work. So where can
Thank
we
you.
find you? Sorry. Where can we find you?
Okay, I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram, both with the handler, the Healing Paige. No, no space, no nothing. It's the Healing Paige. Paige.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your words, and I'm really happy that you came on this podcast and that we did this. Thank you for listening up until this point. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a beautiful experience. Let me know in the comments, in the reviews, in my social media, and you can contact me, message me, and tell me how this experience of eyes closed has brought you peace, serenity, and discoveries. Come back each week. We have much more in store for you. Thank you. If you'd like to experience energy healing, energy hygiene, consider joining my premium on my website, where each Tuesday I'm holding a virtual circle and I'm giving energy healing according to different themes. This will change your life. It will bring you closer to truth, to resonance, to connection with yourself and with others. And if you're ready to jump, you can also learn energy healing, Reiki, with me each month just by subscribing and joining and registering to my next course. All the details are again down below in the show notes. Thank you so much. And if you enjoy this moment, consider sending it to a friend. They might need it as well. Thank you so much.